Have you ever sat down ready to do something important only to find your mind just wandering? Feeling scattered, unproductive? It's a really frustrating and honestly a super common experience. Well, today we're going to explore the hidden force that's derailing our focus in a simple, powerful way to start reclaiming it.
You know the feeling, you've got the best of intentions, but it feels like your own brain is working against you. I want you to know you're not alone in this. And more importantly, it's not some kind of personal failing. There's actually a scientific reason for it.
Let's just sit with that for a second. Your attention is the most valuable currency you have, and every app, every notification, every passing thought is placing a bid for it. The real question is, are you making the winning bid for your own mind?
To really get a feel for how this auction plays out in our actual day-to-day lives, let's walk through a scenario that's probably going to feel very familiar.
So this is Clara. She's got a clear, important goal. She's set aside the time, she's opened up her documents, and she's all ready for what she calls deep work time. The intention is there. The plan is solid.
And there it is, the first bid from the outside world. It's not a call, it's not some emergency, it's just a tiny, seemingly harmless buzz. And she tells herself exactly what we all do. I'll just check this one thing. It'll only take 10 seconds.
But 10 seconds is never really just 10 seconds, is it? That little news alert leads to an article, which reminds her of a message she forgot to send, which leads to a quick scroll through a social feed. And just like that, 3 minutes are gone, in what feels like a blink.
She puts the phone down, turns back to her paper, but the connection is just broken. Her eyes are moving across the screen, but her mind isn't there. That mental momentum she had built up is completely gone, and it's been replaced by this vague, low-level anxiety. The auction was lost.
So what just happened to Clara? It wasn't just a simple distraction. No, she fell victim to a psychological phenomenon, one that is the primary saboteur of deep, meaningful work. It's called attention residue. Think of it like a cognitive footprint left behind from the task you just switched from. So even after you turn back to your important work, a part of your brain is still processing that news alert, still thinking about that message you scrolled past. And that means you aren't fully present. Your focus is split. Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine your brain's processing power is like a computer's RAM. Every time you switch tasks, even for just a few seconds, it's like you're opening a new tab in your mind. But you're not fully closing the old one. That leftover residue just keeps running in the background, eating up precious mental energy and slowing down everything you're trying to do right now.
And this is so crucial to understand. The goal isn't to somehow create a world with zero distractions. I mean, that's impossible, right? The real strategy, the one that actually works, is to reduce the number of times you switch your attention. Every single switch leaves a residue, and that residue is the true enemy of focus.
Okay, so this brings us to the solution. What do we actually do about this? How do we train ourselves to minimize these switches and clean up all that residue? Well, we can use a simple, repeatable process. It's called the focus loop. It's a really straightforward 4-part cycle, and it's designed specifically to build the discipline of single tasking. Let's break down each step. First, you set a clear boundary. Before you even begin, you have to be incredibly specific. Not just, I'm going to work on my paper, but something like, I will read chapter 3 and write 5 summary bullet points, and I will stop at 4:30 p.m. Then, and this part is absolutely non-negotiable, create a physical boundary. Put your phone in another room. Out of sight, truly out of mind.
Next up, you work. Your only job during this time is to do the one thing you said you were going to do. Now, other thoughts are going to pop up. Oh, I need to email my professor, or I have to pay that bill. Don't act on them. Just jot them down on a distraction list you keep next to you. This acknowledges the thought, gets it out of your head, but without you switching your attention to it.
When your timer goes off, you pause. And this is so key. A pause is not an opportunity to check your phone. That just creates more attention residue. Instead, get up, stretch, look out a window, grab some water. Let your brain actually reset and recover. Totally guilt-free. And finally, before you start your next task or even your next focus loop, take just 60 seconds. That's it, to reflect. Ask yourself 2 simple questions. What did I actually get done in that block? And what is the single most important thing I need to do next? This little review builds momentum and clarity, and it makes that next set step so much easier. Now, this whole loop, it isn't some kind of magic trick. It's a mental exercise. And that's a really important distinction. Focus isn't something you either have or you don't. It's a skill that can be trained, It's a muscle that gets stronger with every single repetition.
So you have to be patient with yourself. I mean, we've spent years training our brains to crave novelty and constant distraction. Retraining it for deep focus, that takes time. This is a practice, not a perfect performance. Every time you complete a loop, you are slowly and deliberately rewiring your brain for the better.
You don't need to start with some heroic 3-hour deep work session. Just start right here. Try one single 20-minute focus loop today. That's it. Think of it as a small experiment. See how it feels to give just one task your undivided attention and prove to yourself that it's actually possible.
So here's the thing to take away from all this. Your ability to focus isn't fixed. It's a direct result of how you manage task switching. By using a simple structure like the focus loop, you can begin to place the winning bid on your own mind, one work session at a time. Protect that attention. It's the flame that illuminates everything else you do.